Welcome to KSDL! February version.
Yes. So how was everyone? Are you guys over your holidays already? I think January felt a bit short to me because there was the New Year holiday and then there's a Chinese New Year holiday.
Yeah, I feel like January is always the hangover period from December.
From December, and then you recover in January. Then February is when everybody is finally good to go for work.
Yeah, it's like, okay, serious mode on.
Yeah, and also I noticed for this February, there's not a lot of public holiday. I think there's none at all.
I think I saw a meme that says, oh, when you know that the next public holiday is in April.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know in April there's Hari Raya coming up. Is that the one that you're referring to? No.
Maybe.
Okay.
But public service announcement, the next public holiday will only be in April.
Good luck to us. Other than that, any other things that you did in January?
I think something more relatable, which is also a new experience for me, is going to product design meetup.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
the one
so you
that
sent
we
it to
signed
me.
up together, but I couldn't make it last minute.
Yeah, okay, so reason why it's a new experience for me, right, is because I thought I was going to a happy hour meetup with a very good friend of mine called Adila. Yeah.
You
So I
make it
was-
sound like I'm a person, you know.
Yeah, so I was really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really not the kind that will put myself forth to all these networking events.
Yeah, if you guys want to
So-
know, usually I'm the one who's pushing Xuan to go for all this with me. If or not,
Yes.
I go alone last time.
Yeah. Which is very courageous of you, really. Because for me, it's the if you go, I go kind of person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so new experience because you couldn't make it last minute, right? Yeah, then for me, I was like, oh no, should I just bail on this also? Like, should I just go home and get comfortable in my bed? Then you know why do I want to go through this thing? So yeah, but in the end, I was like, okay, for the podcast, let's just go so we got something to say for this. Yeah, so I went. Then it was really nice.
But it was good, right? Because I think what surprised me the most after you told me that you went was that there were not just designers.
Yeah, so because it's a product design meetup, so I thought that I will only meet
Product
designers,
designers.
which is totally fine. But it will be a bonus if I meet other people who are interested in product design also, which was the case. So I met business partners, developers, product managers, even founder. So it's very diverse, the audience. And when there's diversity, right, that also means that your range of topics is wider. Yeah. So it's a really nice alfresco experience where they just book this place called American Tap Room in Geylang. Then that whole space is just reserved for us to go and mingle together.
I saw the photos that you shared. It's quite open, the space.
Yeah. Which I think is nice. So one of my takeaways is meetups that are actually held in a alfresco / outdoor area
Yeah.
will make you feel more comfortable in walking around and mingling.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
because I think it's more
interesting.
fluid.
Ah,
like
yeah.
It's more natural for you to insert yourself and exit from groups of people.
Yeah. I guess it's like, for example, if you're a social butterfly, you can really be like a butterfly and just like flutter around here and there.
So in this analogy, a group of people makes a flower.
Yes. I didn't think it like that though, but yes, that works. So let's proceed to our topic for this episode. So basically, we stumbled upon this article by Channel News Asia, CNA, on sign redesign in MRTs and user experience design. I think it was you who found the article and then you forwarded it to me, right?
Yeah, so this article was dated back in November last year. I think it's around the opening of the Thomson East Coast Line.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, TEL.
TEL. Yeah, some locals say the brown line.
The brown.
The brown line. I think it's really nice that CNA actually used this chance to also talk about design, specifically user experience design, which they really pointed out in the article.
Yeah, I think it's a big step for us designers to see such an article highlighting user experience design, and especially on such a mainstream publication. which I thought like, oh, they purposely have this certain angle for this article.
What the article was stating is that cognitive load is something that the LTA kind of acknowledged. And they aim to improve this issue as part of the introduction for the Thomson East Coast Line.
So for some of you guys who are maybe new to this term called cognitive load, it actually refers to the user's mental strain when they have to think too much to get something done.
Yeah. Actually, I can relate to this a lot. When I read the CNN article and they talk about someone having this cognitive load when they exit Buona Vista MRT. Because that's how I really felt back then as well. Yeah, I remember because when Circle Line opened, then they have to kind of reshuffle all the ways for you to get there. Then I also remember myself like scrambling everywhere because I really don't know where to go. Yeah, so the signages weren't serving me well lah.
I see.
How about you?
I find that it's interesting they mentioned Buona Vista because for me, it hasn't been much of a problem. Maybe because I frequent Buona Vista the past few years when I have to go to NUH, which is at Kent Ridge. Kent Ridge Station, right? To me, going to Buona Vista, taking the Circle Line, maybe the cognitive load part of it, I overcame it. So it becomes like a learned behavior.
Right.
I see this happening to my own parents. So for example, my mom is struggling to do a certain thing on her laptop. And then when I look at it, actually, why are you doing this very long-winded way to get this done? Then she was like, oh, because this cannot be done so and so, so I do it the other way. Then I realized, oh, this is a learned behavior for her. Meaning she decided to accept the inconvenience of it and just do the long way around.
Yeah. And the long way round, in comparison, is more convenient for her than a better solution.
Yes, So to me about Buona Vista being confusing, I guess maybe there were, starting at first, maybe there was a bit of inconvenience for me, but maybe I learned to overcome it in a way,
Right. So, in the end, can't reach?
Oh my god. You're really good in this, Ashlan.
Sorry. I just had to do it lah. But anyway,
yes, I can reach.
You reached out.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I safely gave birth there.
You gave birth at NUH.
NUH is there. What?
That's why you frequent NUH.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree on the learned behavior lah. Yeah, people just don't like changes.
Yeah. That's what I find as well.
Yeah, so this article actually listed down like numerous points around how they want to improve the designs. It's quite a comprehensive article, right?
Yes, but we are just gonna cherry pick some and go through with you guys. So the first one is colors. The article mentioned about using yellow for exits. They even did ground sensing surveys with the commuters.
What's ground sensing survey?
Yeah, to me it's the first time I hear ground sensing.
Yeah, I also never heard of this term.
I guess they do it on the ground.
Let me think. Is it?
You know, like how sometimes people. Yeah, you should get what I mean, right? Like when some people will complain, these people on the high up, they don't know what's happening on the ground.
Like reality check lah.
Yeah, I guess so. That should be it.
They didn't really explain what that whole ground sensing survey means, right? But they were just saying that using that sophisticated ground sensing survey, it showed that yellow is the most popular color, and commuters tend to associate yellow with its salient positive emotions. And yellow has the best color contrast with black background. Yeah, one thing I also realized is that the whole thing kind of became dark mode.
Yeah. Because of the black background.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to make it more contrasting. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
But then I wonder what if there are people who maybe have some bit of colour blindness, would it affect them?
Maybe affected them in the past. So maybe that they want to improve in a new design. That's why they adopted black background. So like what you said, it allows for more colours to pop.
Also
which
because
is true.
because when you think of it, right, and also because they have a light source behind it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So they need that black background to make sure that the light source highlighting that colour is further enhanced with a black background. You get what I mean?
I think you're right. Yeah. Practically speaking, it works better against a light than having a white background.
Yeah. A lighter background, is that what you mean?
Yeah. Which reminds me of this term called partial disability.
Oh, there is such a term?
Yeah.
Okay.
In accessibility design, there's the disabilities. Then in between, there's called partial disability. Yeah, which affects everyone, including you and me. A white background with light source can cause partial disability. Yeah, especially in Singapore when the sun is bright.
Yeah.
So it may cause you to not see the sign properly. Yeah, and that situation is called partial disability lah.
Oh, okay. So meaning partial disability is context based. It's based on situation.
Situational disability.
Situational.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why everyone will go through. Yeah. Even if you go grocery shopping, then you got a lot of bags with you, right?
Or then you cannot press the lift or something.
Yeah, or you use your phone, you cannot unlock because the button is on the other side of your screen. Then it's also partial disability.
Sounds like from real experience,
Yeah. Oddly specific.
Yes. So this shade of yellow, right? The way the article phrase it is they want to bring in mind the logo of Yellow Pages. So they link it back to Yellow Pages where they want to remember it for its directories or phone numbers printed on yellow paper, and also to associate such signs with help and directions. What do you think about this?
To be brutally honest, I feel a bit forced. I don't really...
Forced in what sense?
Like if I were to think, if they really go through that design process, right, I don't know if they actually think like, oh, Yellow Pages is something that people associate with help and direction, so let's use yellow. I feel like it's a retrofitted thing. Like they designed with yellow first, then they thought like, oh, yellow pages, help direction, it all links.
Maybe that was the reaction of the person who thought of this. But personally, for me, when I think of yellow, right, I don't think of yellow as in help. I think yellow as in pause. Like, the traffic light yellow.
Right.
Then maybe it's something like you want to take cautious of. Yeah, to ask for help. I guess it works the same lah. But I'm just wondering, because they say about Yellow Pages, right? I think it's more related to people like us who are a bit older and...
Why? What?
and the older generation.
Yes,
and that's what I mean.
Relate to.
But how about the Gen Zs and all the new kids? I don't think they know about Yellow Pages.
Yeah, the kids who are using Bondi app.
Yeah. Have you tried the app?
No.
Same.
But it's gonna try it. But yeah, I don't know if it relates to the younger ones.
Yeah, precisely.
Because they don't... It's phased out already, right? Yellow Pages. Okay, you want to explain what it is, Adila?
So, Yellow Pages is basically this very thick book, and you have the names of all... Is it all Singaporeans inside? All the citizens?
Is it?
I really can't recall.
Or is it like because crucial organizations?
I know. I just know Yellow Pages for being whenever I'm bored, I will just look through it. I look for my father's name, and I found my father's name. I see his phone number. Like, oh, my father is here. I remember Yellow Pages as being a place where if you want to find someone's phone number, you just go to Yellow Pages, and it's categorized by the name of the person.
Oh.
So I guess I don't know whether you have to pay to have your number inside there. But then now, of course, I know Yellow Pages, you can also get services for maybe maintenance of house or plumbing, all those sort of things, right?
Hotline.
Yeah, the services, definitely. But in terms of finding people, that's where I think Yellow Pages is for lah.
Oh. Yeah. Do you randomly flip to a page then
call
message
someone?
A person? Yeah.
No, I'm not that creep.
Yeah, but also then, not that creep lah. I just wondering.
But to me, when I think of Yellow Pages, it also reminds me of in my childhood I will use it for some prop for my toys, like a cashier. So I need a counter. So the Yellow Pages can
prop it up.
Yes, to prop it up. So that's how useful Yellow Pages was.
Don't know if it's a good thing that Yellow Pages trigger a lot of memories for us.
Yeah. Like conflicting memories really.
Conflicting memories.
Yeah, that's why.
Anyway, drawing back to our field of work, Adila, do you have any experiences where colours is a very important factor in your design?
Yeah, I have. Like for example, because most recently for my work, I work with internal enterprise kind of screens. So sometimes they have colours where they use it to indicate status.
Okay, right.
Like maybe
Makes
placing
sense.
an order coming in and all that. So colours like, for example, yellow might signify, okay, you have to take note of this. Yeah. Or even, like certain colours, they indicate the temperature.
Like blue for cold,
Yeah.
red
So
for hot.
yes, hot.
I think colours is really a useful medium. Like it draws back to universal design, right? Everyone,
Yes.
or almost everyone, has a understanding of what certain colours mean. The article stated that commuters at Outram Park MRT station also noticed bold coloured strips along the connecting pathways to the MRT lines.
I didn't notice this, actually. But now that you mention it and then even showed the picture in the article, then I noticed it. Then, okay, yeah, it's useful.
So for me, because I frequent Outram Park MRT a lot, so between East-West line, which is the green line, and North-East line, purple line.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's this walkway, right, where
Yeah.
you have to go through. Is that bold strips at the side that really caught my attention. And it caught me in a very positive way.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I immediately know that, oh yeah, right, this is the way lah. This is the connection between green and purple.
Yeah, I think it's useful. Because you know why? I have this similar experience at Dhoby Ghaut MRT. So what happened was, usually when I go to Dhoby Ghaut MRT, you know how big the MRT is, right?
Dhoby Ghaut.
Yes.
Now it makes sense.
you you have this certain
so
face.
annoying.
You have this certain face when you're coming out with it, so I just know that it's coming.
Sorry.
Yes.
I spoiled the moment.
It's
Please go
a
ahead.
big-
Dhoby Ghaut MRT.
So as I was mentioning, the Dhoby Ghaut MRT, so they have different exits. So you have the green line, the red line, the circle line, the purple line.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most
Yes,
connected MRTs.
it's interconnected. Because there were times where I have to go to Plaza Singapura,
Mm.
then I would notice this big yellow wall.
Okay.
So usually when I see that, I was like thinking, what is that for? I just ignore it. But it's that landmark sort of already absorbed into my brain. Yeah. So when there was one time where I decided, okay, I think I need to take a circle line from Dhoby Ghaut MRT. Then I just asked myself, wait, where is the Dhoby Ghaut MRT circle line? Where is it? Then I recall from my memory, oh wait, there is this yellow wall I've seen before. Maybe that is a circle line. So when I went there, then it's true. It's circle line.
It is really the circle
Yeah.
line.
So that's why I related this moment in my memory to this point that you have, because I think it's really good lah. They do this. Other than colours, the article also mentioned next is about universal design.
Quick explanation on universal design is design of an environment that can be accessed, understood, and used as much as possible by everyone. So regardless of your age,
size, ability, or disability lah.
yeah,
I mean, that's basically the definition for universal.
as much coverage as possible.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the examples is replacing letters with numbers for exit signs. Yeah. So at first it doesn't really click with me. Like I don't really know why they want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they explain that the numerals were chosen to indicate the exits because they can be universally understood in any language or local dialect. Yeah. So it ensures that the signage remains relatable for everyone.
I guess in a sense, because they find that Outram Park, it's a place where there's diverse races going there. For example, you have Chinatown, you have Little India, and then surely you will have tourists going to these spaces, going to these
I never
spots,
thought
right?
of this. Yeah.
So when looking at numbers, right, for the exit, maybe that helps them a lot. Yeah.
Right. But I think it also makes sense for somewhere with a lot more exit signs. Yeah. What if you have more than 26? Cannot. Then what happens after letter Z?
Z. Oh yeah. Then becomes A1.
A1. So better, yeah. Actually good to change the number so they can have 27 exits and more.
If there's really an MRT with 27 exits, oh my god.
Next time when Singapore advance. Another very compelling reason for them changing to numbers as well is if they want to state a range of exits. In the sign when it says 1-5, it's easier for them to translate in their mind that 1-5 constitute of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Means there's 5 exits, and this exit that I'm going is the one of 5 exits lah. Correct.
Yeah. Like imagine now I give you a pop quiz. How many exits are there in A to J?
I don't know. I have to count.
How many exits are there in 1 to 10?
10 lah.
Yes. Hey. Good job, LTA.
So I also noticed that the sizes have also changed, right? The sizes of the pictograms. When I see it, I thought it's like icons, but when they phrase it in the article as pictograms though. Yeah.
Yeah, actually you're right. In the article they also talk about the change in the contrast and also the size for the signs including pictogram. In fact, the size has been increased 3-fold.
Wow. I would think it's just like 2-fold or something.
Yeah, actually 3-fold sounds a bit.
If 3-fold means it was so much smaller last time. That extreme.
Yeah, actually now that I think of it.
Yeah, so I'm like, 3-fold, meaning what? The previous size was that bad.
But they also never really mention the rationale behind it.
Yeah, so let's just use our expert views to deduce why. So what do you think?
I think, okay, from the get-go,
yeah,
if you ask me why someone changed and the icon or the pictogram size 3-4, right? I guess it's because it's in a space. So the sign has to serve you at different distances.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Increasing a size 3-4, I guess, also increased the coverage by 300%. No. Yeah, but it also increased you spotting and understanding.
I see.
Yeah, understanding the pictogram from afar. Yeah.
I guess it can also help to mitigate people not to overcrowd in a certain area. So from far you see, I see this symbol down there. From far, I know which direction I should be going. Rather than everybody just going forward and congested near the front, then realizing, I'm in the wrong space. Then by the time you want to move, there's already a queue or maybe there's already a crowd.
Yeah.
It's a bit like people driving. Like, imagine when you are driving, if you cannot see something from far, then maybe by the time you want to switch lanes, it'll be too late. I sound like I'm driving, but I don't have a license.
No, but that makes sense. Yeah, because you're driving at a speed.
Yes.
So you need to see and understand
upfront, right?
What the icon means. But any other reasons, like if you were to really think about...
When I first think of it, I thought maybe they just wanted to be nice and accommodate to elderly people. That's what I thought.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I've seen people... this is not a commentary or criticizing. I'm just observing. I noticed a lot of the elder folks, they tend to use such big fonts on their phones.
Oh yes, that's something I realized also.
Yeah, then they flip up the phone and they use it, and I'm like, then you can, auntie, I can see your message.
You can read all their messages.
Yeah.
Like,
auntie,
uncle, you bought Toto yesterday.
This is private info. Why you open up in such a public space? I can read everything. I look away.
I think that really makes sense also. Like, I don't remember who told me about this, but when I was first into accessibility, then someone said, in order for you to really assess whether your design is readable from a distance, then you just squint your eyes. Yeah, or seeing what stands out also in a page. Then that kind of helps you foresee like what's the first thing that catches people's attention and validates the visual hierarchy.
Yeah. It's interesting that in the article they mentioned the pictogram for toilets and lifts.
Yeah, they also mentioned they redesigned specifically for toilets and lifts. Yeah, because they were saying in the past, people often mix up these two signs.
I tried to recall the older design, but then I guess it makes sense because when you see the older design, especially the toilet design, it's like these two persons standing beside each other.
Usually a man and women.
Yeah, man and woman, right? And then for the lift design, I guess they just have 3 men in one box.
But it's the same man.
It's the same man icon.
Yeah, this man has been appearing in all the icons. Same Bob.
I saw the new design where for the lift one, they replaced it with like an elderly person with a walking stick, right? And then, what's the other one more?
Wheelchair.
Or wheelchair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it makes sense. I mean, it's much more impactful also because you are trying to educate the passengers to prioritize these people for the lifts.
Yes. I think it's very smart also.
Mm.
First of all, it helps to differentiate from the toilet sign.
Yep.
Then second of all, it helps to convey a certain kind of meaning.
I'm interested to know like what kind of extensive research they did. Did they mention in the article?
Yes, they actually mentioned in the article, which I was pleasantly surprised about.
Hmm.
Yeah, they have a segment talking about how they conduct the research and also to test their designs. Yeah, so one of the ways is they place the proposed signage designs onto images of existing station environments and testing the prototypes with the commuters in the station. So I guess what it means is like maybe they take photo of the MRT station, then they replace the existing sign with their proposed sign. Like they just approach commuters like on ground and ask them, hey, what do you think of
Really?
this
Did they
new
do
design? To me, when I read this
To me, when I read this, I feel perhaps maybe what they did was they really print out, they just put it up, and then they observe how people move.
Oh, is it?
Maybe from the way I see it, like because they are using existing station environments, so
But
maybe
onto images of existing station environments.
Okay.
But then again, I think your way that you describe will be more
accurate.
But maybe if it's a design that is invalidated, then it may cause a lot of frustration.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, your way is good because you are actually at least surveying and asking questions to the person, like probing more insights, right? But my way is more of observing without interfering to see humans' true nature of how they react to the signage.
Right. It's a bit more like A/B testing.
Yeah.
You test in the production already.
Yeah.
Which yields accurate results.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's extensive research that they mentioned they do, which I really appreciate also. Yeah.
Thank you, Channel News Asia, for covering this as well.
Thank you, CNA and LTA. Shall we go to our good terms?
Yes. So let me start. So for my good terms, basically recently I found this YouTube channel. So she's called Judy D.
Judy D.
Yes. Judy
How
D.
do we spell it?
JUDY space D. Yeah, so what she does is she will go to those like salons which has bad reviews of makeup.
Okay.
She go there and then she will have her makeup done and she'll get her brother to actually record the session.
Okay.
So she is willingly sacrificing herself to go through this makeup session to see how horrible it is.
And do they turn out horrible? Usually?
Some of it, yes. And then you will see like the methods, how the makeup artist does it, or how the makeup artist is maybe being very rude or not sanitary, and then she will have commentary behind all this. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your favourite?
There was one where the makeup artist insists that they'll make her prettier, but actually she ended up looking a bit like a clown because her blush was too strong. Yeah.
I wonder if these makeup artists are trolls. Like,
No,
do they really?
No, they
so
are really
badly?
makeup salons.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they are really makeup salons, and she go there. Then she say, "Oh, I want to get my makeup done." And then the person will like, "Okay, please lie down. I do your makeup for you." And then at the end of it, then you can see her face is a different shade from her neck. Foundation error. Yeah.
And when do you watch this?
When I'm eating dinner. I know when I'm just relaxing, I watch it. Yeah, just get a laugh. Yeah.
Like you want to have a lighter moment.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. I just realized about this guy who doesn't have a disability, but he actually shares how it feels like to go through a disability, and he does it on Instagram.
Oh,
he shares the experience on Instagram. He's called Mike Mulligan. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Let's just call him Mike. So his Instagram handle is called Blind on the Move. So he's a certified orientation and mobility specialist. So what he does, right, in his Instagram is very interesting because he will show like, okay, what are different types of cane.
Okay.
Yeah, then how it can detect puddles. Then he will share how it's like. Then there was this one, I think he showed how it feels like to go down the staircase when you have glaucoma in your eyes.
Oh wow. Like how does he show it?
He creates this fake glasses, and he put maybe some blurry paper to imitate cataract, and then he say, okay, this is how you will feel like when you are walking down the stairs.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think this is really useful. Like when you showed me this specific video, especially on the cataracts one, I felt like I could empathize with these people more. Even though I'm not the one, like I don't wear it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just seeing it, I think he managed to communicate that feeling through his videos.
Oh yeah, and there's one more. Say how various eye diseases affect vision when walking on sidewalks. So if you have macular degeneration, you see when you're walking on the sidewalk, you might not see a car coming. And you have cataract, it's blurry. You don't know which part is a walkway, which part is a road.
Okay.
It's very dangerous.
Wow, that's very nice of him to do that.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
That's why I follow him.
That's a very good introduction. Yeah.
How about yours? What is your gutums?
My Gatam is also a YouTube channel Wow.
Today is a YouTube channel gutums.
So is this guy called Masaru? Masaru.
Is this the guy that likes to cut up huge fish?
Yes.
Oh, you watch it as well?
Yeah. I think I was pushed. Like the
same.
video was recommended to me from some YouTube algo lah, you know.
Oh, mine was because I was there was a point of time where I was actively watching a lot of mukbang videos.
Okay. I guess they kind of categorize all this as food lah.
Yeah.
Then they think
then
you
they
like
push it to me.
food related, and you really fell for it lah, right? Because it really clicked through.
I think the video that actually attracted my attention was when he was trying to cut up and taste this blue coloured huge fish.
Yes.
Yeah, it was humongous. I was like, I think at the end of it, he said it didn't taste nice.
Yeah, it didn't taste nice. And that's okay. So maybe just an introduction of what Masaru is as a channel. Is this Japanese guy who lives in Okinawa, if I'm not wrong. And he's like a part-time free diver and a part-time YouTuber. What he does is he will free dive. So he will just go to the ocean, then he will dive with his spear gun. Then he will just catch random fishes that he's allowed to catch.
He even videos him fishing, right?
Yeah, so the format of the video is following him from him catching the fish all the way until they become food.
Yeah. All the way until he tastes it lah.
All the way until he tastes it and he will rate it.
Yeah.
And he gives very honest rating, like what you say, like although the fish is so magnificent, right? Then he goes through all those trouble to descale it, to cut it, slice it into 3 parts, and then
make a fillet of it.
Yeah, cook it and stuff. Then after that, he was like, honestly, it's not nice. Which you will really feel for him. Like, he really goes through all this trouble just for content. To me, anything related to marine life is always very fascinating. I feel like I learned a lot about fishes, and I also didn't know like certain fishes that he featured, like that blue fish, exists. Let alone getting cut up and being eaten. Yeah, so every of these videos is extremely new and refreshing to me. Yeah.
Because it's not something that you can easily see in fish markets anyway.
Oh, yeah lor.
Yeah, so it's a very niche category for him, and it's good lah because people actually look forward. And I still remember there was one comment saying, Masaru, please be careful with whatever that you are eating.
Oh yeah, because he's a very fearless person.
Yeah.
Then he always say that, this fish has this sort of poison that he knows, and then he will still go ahead and eat it. So there are a couple of videos where while he's cutting, he gets so excited about eating, then he will just slice one and eat it.
Yeah.
And he actually said, I feel a bit tingly on the inside, or like I feel a bit weird
scary
as I slice the fish. Maybe I need to take a rest. Yeah, I mean, it really goes to show his passion also, to know more about the fish, to know how it tastes like as well, regardless of the safety.
You know what? How this YouTube channel relates to mine, because I suddenly recall mine. There was one video I watched, right, where the makeup artist actually uses his saliva on his brushes and then put it on her face for the makeup. So there was one comment saying, hey Judy, it's okay if something about please be careful, and you don't have to go through all this.
You don't have to go through all this.
You don't have to go through all this trouble just for our entertainment. Yeah. So it seems to me like both YouTubers are very fearless.
Oh yeah. And also shows that, you know, ultimately there's still a lot of nice people on the internet.
Yeah. To
they
leave
really
such
care
nice
for you.
comments and say that, hey, you don't have to go so far for our entertainment.
Yeah, so that's my kata Masaru YouTube channel.
Mine
Check it
is
out.
Judy the makeup channel. Yeah, so check out, guys. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. We hope this has been an insightful episode. What do you think, Tran?
Yeah, I mean, because it is the MRT station, which is somewhere that
everyone can relate, definitely.
Everyone can relate, and for me, I go there almost every other day.
Yeah.
So after researching on this episode, even like I look at the MRT like a different way. Like, at least got more meaning lah. Thanks for listening to this episode.
Yes, thanks a lot. So looking forward to having you guys again for our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.